Sutra 1.49 Shrutta Anumana Pragnya Abhyam Anya Vishaya Visheshartatva. Shruta means heard, listened, ascertained. Anumana means inference, conjecture. Pragnabhyam means from the wisdom of insight. Anya Vishaya means other object. Vishesha means peculiar, distinguishing between, special property. Artatva means object, purpose, aim, end. Shruta Anumana Pragnabhyam Anya Vishaya Vishartatva. This truth-bearing knowledge and wisdom is distinct from and beyond the knowledge gained from books, testimony, or inference. Truth-bearing knowledge is first-hand, intuitive knowledge. This wisdom is gained through insight. It is a special, direct knowledge, arising from the soul, not from the perception of the senses, or from the ordinary intellect. Hence it has a peculiar property of its own. The knowledge that springs from one's inner self is intuitive knowledge. It is also known as listening to the inner voice. It is instructive to compare this sutra with Sutra 1.7, in which Patanjali says that one's perception should be verified by logic and measured by traditional and spiritual lore. Now approaching the end of this chapter, the sadhaka may be judged to be of a ripe and cultured mind. His perceptions have an independent validity, requiring no verification from other sources. An ordinary man has free will, in the sense that he experiences choice and must find his way by discrimination. The enlightened sadhaka, having left duality behind him, experiences only his own will, which transcends the hesitations of choice. This is the intelligence of sattva in sattva. Sutra 1.50 Taja samskara anya samskara pratibandhi. Taja means born or sprung from, ratambra pragna. Samskara means conception, instinct, formation in the mind. Impressions acquired by effort are subliminal or samskara, and recollecting them is an impression or memory. Anya samskara means other conceptions, other impressions or formations. Pratibandhi means contradicting, objecting, impeding. Taja samskara anya samskara pratibandhi. A new life begins with this truth-bearing light. Previous impressions are left behind, and new ones are prevented. When the power of the intellect springs from intense insight, that insight negates all previous residues of action, movement, and impression. As explained in Sutra 1.45, the sadhaka is again at a crossroads. New samskaras may continue to emerge due to oscillations of the mind, and this may impede real knowledge. These mental impressions may be superseded by the power of discrimination, and then all doubts dissolve. When doubts are cleared, the sadhaka has to discard even his discriminative knowledge. The new illuminating wisdom is free from doubts and discriminations. It blazes forth a glowing beacon of knowledge. Sutra 1.51 Tasyapi nirodhe sarva nirodhat Nirbija Samadhi. Tasyapi means that too. Nirodhe means by shutting, closing, restraining, destroying, by cessation. Sarva means all. Nirodhat means checking, suppressing, destroying. Nirbija means seedless. Samadhi means profound meditation. Tasyapi nirodhe sarva nirodhat nirbija samadhi. When that new light of wisdom is also relinquished, seedless samadhi dawns. The sadhaka must learn to restrain even this new impression of truth-bearing light. When both old and new impressions are dissolved, a state of seedless enlightenment arises, in which all illusions and delusions terminate. This is Nirbija Samadhi, the state of absolute identity with the seer. Even this distinctive knowledge of insight has to be restrained, subdued, and contained. Then, as a flame is extinguished when the wood is burnt out, or as rivers lose their existence on joining the sea, all volitions and impressions of the unconscious, subconscious, conscious and superconscious mind cease to exist. All these rivers of consciousness merge in the ocean of the seer. Nirbija Samadhi is the conquest of the citta, wherein the root mind is one with the seer. As all invading thoughts are brought to an end by practice and detachment, the soul is freed from the shackles of earthly vehicles. The body, senses, mind, intelligence, and consciousness. The seer is in the amanaskattva state. When citta is dependent upon an object, idea, or symbol, the state is called sabija samadhi. In nirbija samadhi, citta dissolves and no residue of impressions remains. All residual impressions, the thinking faculty, and the feelings of I are extinguished without trace and become universal. The soul alone manifests and blazes without form in pristine clarity. Here ends the exposition on Samadhi, the first pada of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras.